run today. Good morning! Today I'm finally back to the park and I'm finally gonna run again. It's been 2 weeks since I properly ran because I've been sick and it was just a really bad flu and I just couldn't run at all. So finally back to the park and I initially intended to just take it slow, but I had so much energy to spare, so I just went for 2 rounds instead of 1. It was such a beautiful day. It's really cooling in Thailand now. It's 19 degrees in Bangkok and it was just a really fun run.
I was intending to go for a 3 km, but surprisingly had a bit of energy. The squirrel behind, 2 squirrels, and surprisingly had a bit of energy, so I went for 7. It's been a long time since I ran this much. Oh, cattle.
I was looking forward to having 100 plus, but they didn't sell 100 plus, so I got this medicine tasting drink. And once I am hydrated, I went home to cook some breakfast for myself. Today we're having eggs with mushrooms. Honestly, I just want to clear whatever I have in the fridge because some days I'm just so lazy to cook and my food just turns bad. And I really hate wasting food. And of course, while having breakfast, I have to start work because Bangkok is 1 hour behind Singapore. So yeah, having breakfast while I do some work before my meetings. So after having breakfast, ฉันซักผ้า laundry is my favorite time of the day because something about it is just so therapeutic. I got my makeup on and fit check. I'm trying to do something a bit different with my style. As you can see, I'm in a puffy skirt, which I usually don't wear, but I saw this in Unimall and it's like super comfortable and it's the kind of thing you don't have to iron, so yeah! Oh, and I also got this top from Unimall. I love the back. I don't know if you can see it. And yeah, I put on some makeup today because I don't know, being in Thailand makes me want to doll up a little bit more. I feel like everybody here takes such good care of like the way they look, and when I go out without makeup I'm like, okay, I feel odd, I feel like I need to do something. So here's some light makeup and I'm gonna head out to get lunch and I'm gonna go to a cafe to get some work done and then find dinner. And disaster strikes. I was trying to get the chain off. So this is a double like stacked necklace and I was trying to get the chain part off because I didn't like the chain, and while I was trying to get this part off, the part that I liked actually broke off, so I won't be wearing this anytime soon until I get it fixed. That's so sad. I really like this detail here. Okay, one last fit check before I go, and these are the socks that I did not end up wearing because they looked really weird when I put it on. And yeah, this is my fill in a bag bag. I love it so much. I've been waiting for it to restock and it finally did. วันนี้ฉันอยากไปคาเฟ่เพื่อทำงาน So we're at Cof Cow, which is at Sena Nikhon. I heard the food here is pretty good, so ฉันซื้ออเมริกาโน่ส้มและพาสต้าเป็นอาหารกลางวัน So the area that this cafe is located in is a bit further north and it's not really in the general town area, but the prices are what you would expect in a cafe in Ardi. But I think it is quite reasonable considering the quality of food and drinks, and they also do have free Wi-Fi, which is very strong. I took some calls there and I was essentially there the entire afternoon, so I would say that this is one of my top working cafes in Bangkok at this moment.
So I just left the cafe and I'm heading to the train station. We're gonna go find dinner nearby. Been to this area before, but never really got to explore, so let's see what there is. But yeah, the cafe was really nice for work. I was there for a few hours and it was pretty productive. Yeah, it's also nestled in a bit of a resty estate, so just grab bite in.
The initial plan was to get dinner at Sena, but I had a tiny scare while walking to the BTS station, so I ended up just going to Central Ladprao for dinner. Dinner was at a sukiyaki place. Usually in Bangkok, they focus a lot on community. So most of the food that you find there are better eaten as a group. So Suki is one of the few things that I feel like is more appropriate to eat on your own. So yeah, I ended up having Suki. There was this set meal that I got which includes rice, meat, a vegetable platter, appetizers, of course the soup for the Suki, and also dessert. It was so filling. It was really so filling. By the time I reached dessert, I was just unable to breathe. I couldn't roll myself back home, so I went grocery shopping and window shopping a little bit first. For some strange reason, there was like a huge sale going on everywhere, and while it was really tempting to buy something, I was extremely broke, so all I did was get some oil, butter, and other groceries. And yeah, time to make my way back home. I got this from the grocery mart just now. I ran out of butter, so I got butter because this is good for mushrooms. I got the soybean paste to make stew because I have tofu, and also udon noodles in case I want to add it in. My condiment corner is in a mess because I was cooking this morning. Let me bring this out. So I bought a new one because I'm almost finished with my oil. So this goes all the way in the bigger ones. Yep. And this stays outside because I use it very often. Yep. Collected my laundry and I'm gonna pack it now. I'm finally home and I am beyond exhausted. Today was like a really long day. I went for a run in the morning and I ran more than like my usual in Bangkok, and I haven't ran like that in a pretty long time. Then I went out to work, and then afterwards I went for dinner. Oh, so story time, right? After I worked at the cafe, I was walking towards the BTS, and along the way it's kind of like a residential area, and usually in Thailand I feel pretty safe. Like, I've been here for a while and I've gotten quite used to, you know, just walking around and all. Anyway, so I was walking this direction and the lorry was driving this direction, and it started to slow down next to me. It was already slowing down when it was like on the way like towards me. So then I was like, what's going on? And then the passenger on my side rolled down the window. It was this guy and he said something to me, I'm not sure what. So I didn't really understand what he was saying, but like I felt a bit creeped out because like, why would you slow down next to me? Then I just like walked away. So thankfully there were cars behind, so I didn't feel so unsafe, and he was going the opposite direction, so I could just like walk this way instead of like if we were going the same direction, then it would really freak me out. So that happened, but I was really near the BTS already, so like I generally felt safe because there were still people around. I guess it was a cat call, I'm not sure because I really couldn't understand what he was saying. But yeah, it's the first time that something like that has happened to me in Thailand. Yeah, that's all. That's all for story time. It's very boring story time. But yeah, I'm exhausted right now. I think from the run this morning and also from work has been really tiring today. And I really just want to sleep. Good morning! It is a beautiful morning. Today the weather forecast is cloudy and it's actually 19 degrees out, but I decided not to go for a run because I ran a lot yesterday and my whole body is really tired. I actually worked out non-stop since Monday because I was finally recovering from my flu. So Monday I went for Pilates, Tuesday I went for Muay Thai, Wednesday I went for Muay Thai, Thursday I went for a run. So today is Friday and I'm just gonna sabai, take it slow. And then tomorrow I'll be back at Muay Thai. So today we're gonna do some cafe hopping because I've got a lot of meetings and I just want to be in a very productive environment. So yeah, we're going to Ari today.
Yay! I'm usually not in long sleeves because I perspire a lot, but apparently the weather's good today, so I'm gonna bring this up.
I'm on the motorcycle again, and there's one thing that I'm not sure if you guys go through. I usually text on the motorcycle, and sometimes when the rider brakes suddenly, my phone will hit his helmet, and I feel so bad about it. But at the same time, they just brake at the most random moments. Anyway, we have arrived at Cafe Vondervic. This is my second time here and I really like that the place is generally quite peaceful and productive for work. There's a lot of natural sunlight, there is a washroom as well, which is super important to me, and they have very strong Wi-Fi. So another place for you guys if you're looking for a place to work.
So I'm at this cafe called Cafe Vondervic. It's my second time here, but I really like the vibes because they have 3 floors. The second floor is just quite Instagrammable. It's good for coffee chit chat with friends, but the third floor is they have higher tables, so that's perfect for work. I actually have a meeting in a few minutes, so I'm gonna grab my coffee and then go up.
I ended up not going to the third floor because the aircon wasn't on and I felt bad asking the guys to on the third floor aircon when there was essentially nobody at all in the cafe. So I just stayed at the second floor and chose the high table. But after a while, it got really hot because the aircon hasn't traveled to that side of the room. So I moved to the middle of the room. And after a while, when the crowd started rolling in and a lot of people were taking photos, I decided, okay, that is not the place I want to be. So I moved back to the longer, taller tables nearer to the window. And by then it was already really cool and the sun was coming in. So it was perfectly bright and cold at the same time. Just ended some of my meetings and I left the cafe. Gonna find lunch now. There's a few lunch spots within walking distance. So I'll just see what we can find. I ended up getting northern food, so we went to OngTong KhaoSoi. KhaoSoi is traditionally served with chicken drumstick, at least from what I see. In this shop, there is an option of เนื้อไก่ เนื้อหมู และ เนื้อวัว so chicken, pork, and beef. Also, I think I butchered the pronunciation, so can someone please teach me how to say beef in Thai? Because, that did not sound right. So after my KhaoSoi, ฉันอิ่มแล้ว and it's time to go to another cafe. There's a cafe on my list called Bonci and it is also at Ali but closer to Sapan Kwai. I didn't get myself any food because I was still quite full from the KhaoSoi, so I got myself an iced americano and started work. For those who are curious, there are seats on the first floor and the second floor. The second floor is a lot emptier, there are a lot more seats, but it is fairly dark. It almost feels like a bar rather than a cafe. And if you want to get work done and you need like bright light, then this is probably not the place for you. The seats on the first floor are a lot brighter, but the crowd on the first floor and the second floor are quite different. The ones on the first floor are usually there for chit chat and the people on the second floor are there for work. So if you need a quiet, conducive environment, then it's better that you're on the second floor. However, it is really just very dim. One thing that a lot of people come here for is the photo booth inside. You do have to pay for it, of course. It is about 150 baht. There are many payment options like credit card, QR code and whatnot. I decided to just go for it because it's self-love day and I wanted to wrap up the day with a gift to myself. So here are the results. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching again, guys. See y'all in the next one. Bye!